Struggling to pass your theory test on the first try? Congratulations! You've found the right channel. We're dedicated to providing you with everything you need to prepare confidently for your test. Today, we'll go through 50 essential mock test questions, with the last 10 questions absolutely crucial for your success. So, stick around until the end. Let's dive in and get started. Watch this 20 seconds video clip with focus. Question 1. Why is there a warning reduce speed now? Answer is C. There's a crossroads and a double bend ahead. You'll see a sign warning you to slow down when you're approaching a part of the road where you need to be especially careful. For example, as you approach a roundabout, a crossroads, or a bend. If you're traveling on a major road and coming up to a junction with a minor road, you should slow down, even if you don't want to turn. This is because another driver at the junction may not be able to see clearly and they could pull out in front of you. Check your speed as you approach a junction or a bend and be prepared to slow down or stop. Question 2. Why has the line in the center of the road changed? Answer is C. To warn of hazards ahead. White lines painted on the road give you information about where you may drive and when. The broken white line marks the boundary between lanes on your side of the dual carriageway. But when the lines start to lengthen, with shorter gaps, this warns you of a hazard coming up, like a sharp bend. Watch out for changes in the road markings so you can prepare for the hazard ahead. Question 3. The driver towing the caravan wants to turn right onto the dual carriageway. What should they do? Answer is A. Wait until the road is clear in both directions before turning. Before turning right onto a dual carriageway, you must assess whether the central reservation is deep enough to contain your vehicle. If so, you can cross into the central reservation when it's clear, and wait there until it's safe to join the carriageway. If you're towing a trailer or a caravan, the combined length of your vehicles will probably be too long to sit safely in the central reservation. So, you must wait until it's clear in both directions before joining the dual carriageway. Question 4. What should you do when you're approaching traffic lights that have been green for some time? Answer is D. Be ready to stop. The longer traffic lights have been green, the sooner they'll change. Allow for this as you approach traffic lights that you know have been green for a while. They're likely to change soon, so you should be prepared to stop. Question 5. When should you use your vehicle's horn? Answer is D. To alert others to your presence. You mustn't use your vehicle's horn between 11:30 p.m. and 7 a.m. in a built-up area or when you're stationary, unless a moving vehicle poses a danger. Its function is to alert other road users to your presence. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. And you want to support us, you just go to our channel and click on the join button to join our channel membership, link in the description. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 6. Which type of crossing allows cyclists to ride across with pedestrians? Answer is D. Toucan. A toucan crossing is designed to allow pedestrians and cyclists to cross at the same time. Look out for cyclists approaching the crossing at speed. Question 7. You're approaching a zebra crossing. What should you do if pedestrians are waiting to cross? Answer is C. Slow down and prepare to stop. As you approach a zebra crossing, look for pedestrians waiting to cross. Where you can see them, slow down and prepare to stop. Be especially careful of children and older people, who may have difficulty judging when it's safe to cross. Question 8. What's the purpose of road humps, chicanes and narrowings? Answer is B. To reduce traffic speed. Traffic calming measures help to keep vehicle speeds low in congested areas where there are pedestrians and children. A pedestrian is much more likely to survive a collision with a vehicle traveling at 20 miles per hour than they are with a vehicle traveling at 40 miles per hour. Question 9. What's the purpose of a catalytic converter? Answer is D. To reduce harmful exhaust gases. Catalytic converters reduce a large percentage of harmful exhaust emissions. They work more efficiently when the engine has reached its normal working temperature. Question 10. How should you dispose of a used vehicle battery? Answer is C. Take it to a local authority disposal site. Batteries contain acid, which is hazardous, and they must be disposed of safely. This means taking them to an appropriate disposal site. Question 11. What does it mean if this light comes on while you're driving? Answer is B. A fault in the braking system. If this light comes on, you should have the brake system checked immediately. A faulty braking system could have dangerous consequences. Question 12. What can people who live or work in towns and cities do to help reduce urban pollution levels? Answer is C. Walk or cycle. Using a vehicle for short journeys means the engine doesn't have time to reach its normal operating temperature. When an engine is running below its normal operating temperature, it produces increased amounts of pollution. Walking and cycling don't create pollution and have health benefits as well. Question 13. You're driving a friend's children home from school. They're both under 14 years old. Who's responsible for making sure they wear a seat belt or approved child restraint where required? Answer is C. You, the driver. Passengers should always be secured and safe. Children should be encouraged to fasten their seat belts or approved restraints themselves from an early age, so that it becomes a matter of routine. As the driver, you must check that they're fastened securely. It's your responsibility. Question 14. You take some cough medicine given to you by a friend. What should you do before driving your car? Answer is D. Check the label to see if the medicine will affect your driving. If you've taken medicine, never drive without first checking what the side effects might be. They might affect your judgment and perception, and therefore endanger lives. Question 15. What will be a serious distraction while you're driving? Answer is B. Looking at road maps. Looking at road maps while driving is very dangerous. If you aren't sure of your route, stop in a safe place and check the map. You must not allow anything to take your attention away from the road while you're driving. Question 16. When should you use hazard warning lights? Answer is A. When your vehicle has broken down and is causing an obstruction. Hazard warning lights are an important safety feature and should be used if you've broken down and are causing an obstruction. Don't use them as an excuse to park illegally. You may also use them on motorways to warn traffic behind you of danger ahead. Question 17. You want to turn left at this junction. What should you do if your view of the main road is restricted? Answer is A. Approach slowly and edge out until you can see more clearly. You should slow right down and stop if necessary at any junction where your view is restricted. Edge forward until you can see properly. Only then can you decide whether it's safe to go. Question 18. What should you do if you start to feel drowsy while you're driving on a motorway? Answer is C. Open a window and stop as soon as it's safe and legal. Never stop on the hard shoulder to rest. If there's no service area for several miles, leave the motorway at the next exit and find somewhere safe and legal to pull over. Question 19. How will a school crossing patrol signal you to stop? Answer is D. By displaying a stop sign. If a school crossing patrol steps out into the road with a stop sign, you must stop. Don't wave anyone across the road and don't get impatient or rev your engine. Question 20. You're approaching a roundabout. What should you do if a cyclist ahead is signaling to turn right? Answer is A. Give the cyclist plenty of room. If you're following a cyclist who's signaling to turn right at a roundabout, leave plenty of room. Give them space and time to get into the correct lane. Question 21. Why do motorcyclists often look round over their right shoulder just before turning right? Answer is C. To check for traffic in their blind area. When you see a motorcyclist take a glance over their shoulder, they're probably about to change direction. Recognizing a clue like this helps you to anticipate their next action. This can improve road safety for you and others. Question 22. What should you do when you're approaching this crossing? Answer is B. Prepare to slow down and stop. Be courteous and prepare to stop. Don't wave people across, because this could be dangerous if another vehicle is approaching the crossing. Question 23. You're about to overtake a slow-moving motorcyclist. Which sign would make you take special care? Answer is A. In windy weather, watch out for motorcyclists and also cyclists, as they can be blown sideways into your path. When you pass them, leave plenty of room and check their position in your mirror before pulling back in. Question 24. You're following a long vehicle as it approaches a crossroads. What should you do if it signals left but moves out to the right? Answer is C. Stay well back and give it room. A long vehicle may need to swing out in the opposite direction as it approaches a turn to allow the rear wheels to clear the curb. Don't try to filter through if you see a gap. As the lorry turns, the gap will close. Question 25. What should you do if you want to overtake a long, slow-moving vehicle on a busy road? Answer is A. Keep well back so that you get a good view of the road ahead. When you're following a long vehicle, stay well back so that you can get a better view of the road ahead. The closer you get, the less you'll be able to see of the road. Be patient and don't take a gamble. Only overtake when you're certain that you can complete the maneuver safely. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. And you want to support us, you just go to our channel and click on the join button to join our channel membership, link in the description. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 26. What's the purpose of the yellow lines painted across the road? Answer is B. To make you aware of your speed. These lines may be painted on the road on the approach to a roundabout, a village, or a particular hazard. The lines are raised and painted yellow, and their purpose is to make you aware of your speed. Reduce your speed in good time so that you avoid having to brake harshly over the last few meters before reaching the junction. Question 27. What should you check before you start a journey in foggy weather? Answer is A. The windows and lights are clean and clear. If you have to drive in fog, switch your dipped headlights on and keep all your windows clear. You should always be able to pull up within the distance you can see ahead. Question 28. What should you do when dealing with this hazard? Answer is A. Use a low gear and drive slowly. In normal conditions, a ford can be crossed quite safely by driving through it slowly. The water may affect your brakes, so when you're clear of the ford, test them before you resume normal driving. Question 29. Which vehicles should use the left-hand lane on a 3-lane motorway? Answer is B. Any vehicle that isn't overtaking. On a motorway, all traffic should use the left-hand lane unless overtaking. When overtaking a number of slower vehicles, Move back to the left-hand lane when you're safely passed. Check your mirrors frequently and don't stay in the middle or right-hand lane if the left-hand lane is free. Question 30. Your vehicle broke down on the hard shoulder of a motorway, but has now been repaired. How should you rejoin the main carriageway? Answer is B. Gain speed on the hard shoulder before moving out onto the carriageway. Signal your intention and build up sufficient speed on the hard shoulder so that you can filter into a safe gap in the traffic. Don't push your way into a small gap or cause other traffic to alter speed or direction. Question 31. What should you do when going through a contraflow system on a motorway? Answer is B. Keep a good distance from the vehicle ahead. At roadworks, and especially where a contraflow system is operating, a speed restriction is likely to be in place. Keep to the lower speed limit and don't switch lanes or get too close to the vehicle in front of you. Be aware that there will be no permanent barrier between you and the oncoming traffic. Question 32. When would you use an emergency area on a motorway? Answer is B. In cases of emergency or breakdown. On some motorways, emergency areas are built at the side of the carriageway. If you break down, try to get your vehicle into the emergency area where there's an emergency telephone. The phone connects directly to a control center. Before rejoining the motorway, you must call the control center. A lane may need to be closed to allow you to rejoin safely. Question 33. You're looking for somewhere to safely park your vehicle. Where would you choose to park? Answer is D. In a designated parking space. It may be tempting to park where you shouldn't while you run a quick errand. Careless parking is a selfish act and could endanger other road users. Question 34. You're driving on a busy main road. What should you do if you find that you're driving in the wrong direction? Answer is B. Turn around in a side road. Don't turn around in a busy street or reverse from a side road into a main road. Find a quiet side road and choose a place to turn around where you won't obstruct an entrance or exit. Look out for pedestrians and cyclists as well as other traffic. Question 35. When may you stop on an urban clearway? Answer is C. To set down and pick up passengers. Urban clearways have their times of operation clearly signed. You may only stop to pick up or set down passengers. Question 36. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. No right turn. The no right turn sign may be used to warn road users that there's a no entry prohibition on a road to the right ahead. Question 37. Which type of vehicle does this sign apply to? Answer is A. High vehicles. The triangular shapes above and below the dimensions indicate a height restriction that applies to the road ahead. Question 38. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. No stopping. This is the sign for a clearway. Clearways are stretches of road where you aren't allowed to stop unless it's an emergency. Stopping where these restrictions apply may be dangerous and is likely to cause an obstruction. Restrictions might apply for several miles, and this may be indicated on the sign. Question 39. What does a sign with a brown background show? Answer is C. Tourist directions. Signs with a brown background give directions to places of interest. They're often seen on a motorway, directing you along the easiest route to the attraction. Question 40. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Cycle route ahead. Where there's a cycle route ahead, a sign will show a bicycle in a red warning triangle. Watch out for children on bicycles and cyclists rejoining the main road. Question 41. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. The right-hand lane is closed. Yellow and black temporary signs may be used to inform you about roadworks or lane restrictions. Look well ahead. If you have to change lanes, do so in good time. Question 42. Which diagram shows a hazard warning line? Answer is B. You need to know the difference between the normal center line and a hazard warning line. If there's a hazard ahead, the markings are longer and the gaps shorter. This gives you advance warning of an unspecified hazard. Question 43. What do the long white lines along the center of the road mean? Answer is C. Hazard warning. The center of the road is usually marked by a broken white line, with lines that are shorter than the gaps. When the lines become longer than the gaps, this is a hazard warning line. Look well ahead for these, especially when you're planning to overtake or turn off. Question 44. You arrive at the scene of a crash where someone is bleeding heavily from a wound in their arm. Nothing is embedded in the wound. What could you do to help? Answer is A. Apply pressure over the wound. If possible, lay the casualty down. Protect yourself from exposure to blood and, when you're sure there's nothing in the wound, apply firm pressure using clean material. Question 45. You're planning to tow a caravan. What will help the handling of the combination? Answer is B. A stabilizer fitted to the tow bar. Towing a caravan or trailer affects the way the towing vehicle handles. A stabilizer device isn't designed to overcome instability caused by incorrect loading, but it can give added security in side winds and from buffeting caused by large vehicles. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. And you want to support us, you just go to our channel and click on the join button to join our channel membership, link in the description. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 46. How should you load your trailer? Answer is B. Put heavy items over the axles. When loading your trailer, you should spread the weight evenly with heavy items over the axles. This should reduce the risk of it swerving or snaking. Question 47. You are driving about and see this sign. What does it tell you? Answer is D. No overtaking. A red circle indicates prohibition. This is a sign for no overtaking. Question 48. You are driving and see this sign. What does it tell you? Answer is D. Keep left. A blue circle usually indicates a positive instruction. The sign tells you to keep left. Question 49. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. The national speed limit applies. The national speed limit for the type of road and class of traffic applies. Question 50. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Buses and pedal cycles only. This sign shows that this route is for buses and pedal cycles only. Cycles not admitted when cycle symbol not shown. Taxis admitted when taxi shown in upper sign. For more practice and updates, click on the video you're watching on the screen. Keep building your confidence and get closer to passing your theory test. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.